A functional notional approach to learning English. What is a functional notional approach to learning a language? A functional notional approach emphasizes communicative purposes of speech based on the following premises. Communication is meaningful behavior in context that requires language use rather than contrived sentence building. Language is constructed around language functions and notions. Okay, so how is that different from the way we study now? Traditionally, teachers start with sentence building. First, they will teach the names of the groups of words. For example, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, nouns. Once the students have learned the names of the groups of words, they have to study the rules. What does that look like? I is the first person singular simple present tense. See is the transitive verb. There must be subject-verb agreement. Birds is the noun. Three is the adjective describing the noun. Up is the adverb, and so on and so on. This is confusing for adults, let alone children. Okay, so how does GrapeSEED do it? Let's have a look at our first premise. Communication is meaningful behavior in context that requires language use rather than contrived sentence building. Let's have a look at what that might look like in the classroom. A teacher might give an example using the words, "I see 3 blocks in my hand." The teacher would then teach a song or a story that uses those expressions. At another time, the students might listen to a song that uses the expressions, "I see 3 birds up in the sky." They can also watch a video that shows the words being used in context.
I see 3 birds up in the sky.
Once the students have had enough practice and time, the teacher can encourage the students to start using the expressions they've been practicing. They will ask questions, for example, "What do you see?" The students can give their own answers. In this case, I see 3 balls in the box. What about your second premise? Language is constructed around language functions and notions. Let's break this down a little bit. Functions are the purpose for using the language. Notions are what the speaker is talking about. These functions and notions are tied together in expressions. Expressions are the phrases or words used to express or communicate the functions and notions. Let me give you an example of what that might look like. Somebody is angry and waiting for their friend. Their friend arrives and realizes their friend is angry and that they need to apologize. In this case, the purpose for using the language is to apologize. This is the function. What the speaker has to apologize for in this case is being late. Being late is the notion. The speaker starts off by saying, "I am sorry." This is an apology function. For being late is the notion, or what the speaker is apologizing for. The sentence, "I am sorry for being late," is the expression. GrapeSEED has structured its curriculum around many functions, such as introductions, greetings, requests, questions, and integrated them with the notions that students are familiar with. For example, family and friends, animals, games, clothing, food, and many more. In GrapeSEED, these functions and notions are taught in stories, writing activities, videos, songs, and different teaching activities. That is a functional notional approach to learning a language.